Hey y'all, hey, it's me, V, the Sepia Scholar, and it is Saturday morning, and I'm recording a video just for you guys because I love you guys so much. Hey to all my day ones, hey to my new subscribers, thank you for joining my very crazy party. As the intro says, my channel is about reactions, reviews, and grown-up conversations, and baby, I've had so many grown-up conversations this week. I'm exhausted, baby. To the point where I'm like, I'm no longer arguing with anybody's dusty son, but I love y'all anyway. Yeah, if you guys, the life of content creator is very crazy. Life in general, especially with this Kiki and freaking Darius, the deadbeat baby daddy, conversation that has been wilding out in these streets. But guess what? We're not here for that. We're here for it just like that. I wanted to get this episode out before I go and, like I always say, go and explore the neighborhood like Dora, because on weekends we outside. It's been super hot, guys, and outside has been very torturous. So I'm passing through the heat to get to fun places. It's definitely summer, and I relate to the parents in this episode of Just Like That, at least in the beginning. Baby, this show is a dumpster fire. It is a dumpster fire. But I want to shout out some of the other people who react to this show. King Nikki, love her. She's hilarious. She's freaking hilarious. Real Housewives recap. Love it. Color Me Pink. Keisha Irvin, and she's an amazing author. And she has that movie that she put out. I just love her in general. She's one of the people I look up to. And who am I missing? Anyways, it'll come back to me who all does these reviews. Freaking Diego knows is like the most roid raged Mexican man from Chicago I've ever seen, but I am always intrigued by his reviews from a male point of view. I'm calling him a roid rage Mexican, not in a bad way. That is literally his content. He does chick flicks from a testosterone filled point of view, and I love it. I might like Toxic Men, y'all. I'm not sure, but I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a good time. Please go check him out. Shout out to you, Diego. Anyways, we're here for Just Like That. HBO Max or Max, I see you. You're literally making your views off of terrible shows. I heard The Idol is horrendous. Maybe one day I'll watch it and just give a summary, because I can't do these episode by episode of these horrible ass shows anymore. I can't take it. But I'm about to put something on the screen that sums this season 2, episode 4 of And Just Like That up. I'm about to, if you're a real Sex and the City fan, you're really gonna know what the hell this is. I'm sorry, I can't. Don't hate me. Oh my God. When I saw this, I was bugging out laughing, because if you don't know, when Berger, one of the most interesting men that Carrie Bradshaw dated, broke up with her, he broke up with her on a Post-it. And that's what he wrote. And she went on an adventure after he broke up with her. And the way she was getting out of trouble for the crazy things that they were doing together was with this Post-it. And that's how I feel about this. This show is terrible. The writing is bad. The fashions are bad. The character development is horrible. And if y'all keep shoving Shay, I'm sure Shay would love to be shoved down people's throat. But anyways, y'all stop shoving Shay, what the hell's her name? Shay Diaz down our throat. I'm a strong woman, but I'm finally being brought to tears, y'all. I didn't even want to do this recap. But I'm the type of person, when I say I'm going to finish something, I'm going to finish it. But the show is just that bad. So I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to speak on what I thought was crazy. That's why it's a rant. Oh, it says I have an upcoming event at 8 a.m. on my calendar, and I have no idea what it is. Let's see what this is. That's why I'm all over the place, y'all. Yes. That's a fun event. Yes. Anyways. All right. So this show is terrible. It's really bad. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let the scenes run in the background, and then I'll just talk about what the hell I want to talk about, and that's how we're gonna get through this. Because honestly and truthfully, I want to quit on this show, but I don't want to quit on y'all. Um, check out the many other projects I have coming out, and which is one of the reasons I kept the channel, because I want to keep you guys abreast of the stuff that I'm working on. And when it comes out, y'all gonna be sick of me. I've been working on it. I put a lot of. Yesterday was so productive that I scared myself. I got a lot done yesterday. So when it comes out, you'll see it. It'll be fun. And I really hope you guys support me. So I'm trying to get to a point where I can start cussing. That's why I'm going on and on. At a certain point on YouTube, you can start cussing. But either way, I'm gonna be a lady. I'm not going. Let's get started. Let me get this slideshow playing in the background. And hold on, let me. All right, let's get this popping. I'm gonna get the slideshow playing in the background, and hopefully no sound takes off. Oh my God, this show is so bad. It was so bad. Let me start sharing. It was so bad. Oh my God. First of all, the fashions. As you can see, Carrie's in a pirate hat, but this season 2, episode 4, the way that it starts is what parents all look forward to. The kids pretty much are going to summer camp. Yes, the pictures are not going to match. It's purposely done. But this show was really, 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 like I said, really, really bad. The characters, you can see the fashions, the storylines around the table. It made absolutely no sense what they had going on. In this scene, Carrie's getting random texts from some old man. For some odd reason, Carrie doesn't think she's old. She's out with Jackie and they're eating lunch, and for some odd reason, she doesn't think that she's old. And I think Jackie eats hollandaise sauce, have to run to the bathroom, and during that time, she sees Enid. If you don't know, that's her old Vogue editor or whatever. And she's basically telling her that she got let go from Vogue. Well, Enid said she got a new man. Enid got a man at home, and he's so good to her. Anyways, at least somebody got a man. She basically said she got let go from Vogue, and she's starting a new magazine called Vivant, which means alive, which is the name of this episode. And she's like, it's a magazine about ladies our age, and you could tell that Carrie's so offended that this lady is let me pause it right here, then we can talk about the summer camp, because I was gonna let it ride, but let's do it a little bit better than that. She's offended because Enid is probably like 70, 80 years old, and Carrie is like 50 something, and she's offended. She's like, ladies our age. I thought Carrie was gonna come across the table on her. When she said ladies our age, she's like, man, I ain't old like you. Right? As she walks around looking like the crypt keeper in high fashion, she thinks that she's younger than this. I mean, she is younger, but she doesn't present that way. I know how old I am, and I dress appropriate for my age. You wear what you like, but you know there's certain things you're not coming out. Like the way our girl Kiki came out, if my body was built that way, maybe, but how she was double cheeked up, Kiki's younger than me, so she's gonna carry it off, and she got that mommy body on full fleet. I digress. Anyway, so Carrie's offended. Carrie actually asked her, can you share because Enid has a big following, and so she's like, okay, I might not be able to do your magazine, but can you basically advertise my book? Because she basically does like a Dear Abby type column, and she's like, everything that Enid says, everybody goes and reads. It'll make me a bestseller. And I'm kind of confused what the hell Carrie got going on, because she's doing random things on the show and jobs, knowing she got Big's money from when she let him go ahead and die on that Peloton. But we're gonna play like Carrie is desperate for money and needs things to do on this show. So that's what happened in that first scene. Old boy got the bubble guts from having hollandaise sauce, and he got a signed copy of her book. And Enid from Vogue appears back to offer her a job at a magazine called Vivant for people who are 100 years and older. But anyway, this scene here is Lisa Todd Wexley, aka Nicole Ari Parker. Now, if you've ever seen Nicole Ari Parker in general, she is totally stunning, fine, beautiful. No matter what age, she's a beautiful woman. But they definitely have her dressing like somebody's rich, unmelanated, or clear auntie. And I'm trying to understand the fashions, and then they definitely downplaying her looks with this hairdo that she has on that look like a curly helmet. I think they're doing that because Kristen Davis, aka Charlotte, looks like she's a million years old. And they trying to up Nicole Ari, because you know that black don't crack, up Nicole Ari's age in appearance so she matches with Charlotte, who looks like she never took the Death Becomes Her serum. If you know, you know. I need to do that movie. I do movies sometimes too. I need to do that movie, and that is my movie. Anyways, they're dropping off the kids at camp. They're happy that they're gonna be gone for a week. And Lisa Todd Wexley and I'm always gonna say 3 names, I just love it. LTD and her husband Herbert say they're gonna work while the kids are gone and not feel guilty. Charlotte and Harry's about to get your freak on. Get your freak on. They about to get their freak on. And I mean, I've been there, done that. When those kids leave, baby, it's like the energy came back, like, whoo, and then you're ready to go. Right? But that is what's going on in this scene. Let's press play. Yep. So they're all getting on the bus or whatever. They're saying what they're gonna do during the summer, and then I'm just gonna go to talking. So the relationship, they're trying to build up characters that we don't give a doggone about. Like I said, once I hit this 15-minute mark in this video and YouTube leave me alone, I'm letting loose. Okay, because it's terrible. But they show Brady, who we don't care nothing about. They go back to Miranda's house. They show Brady. Remember, Brady got broken up with, and he's back from Europe. They all came back together in the house. They, for some odd reason, they want to show Brady sleeping, which he's the biggest brat on the planet. Miranda's back home. She left her beloved Che, and every time Che texts her, baby, I want somebody to love me the way that Miranda loves Che. As soon as Che texts her or anything like that, she goes crazy, baby. If someone doesn't get excited about me the same way that she gets excited for Che, don't do it. And then they showed Steve. Steve is back. Steve and his hearing aid are back. And baby, he was fine. He was looking like, ooh, all that body, baby. Steve could get it. Anyways, we're back to Carrie and freaking Seema talking, and she's telling Seema about the book, about the magazine. And Seema said, if you need a magazine named Vivant to tell you you're alive, then you already done for. She said, Carrie, you need to negotiate that this lady call out your book if you're gonna be in her old lady magazine. And I was like, yeah, negotiate, go for what you want. And then also Carrie's trying to figure out who the heck is texting her. And that's what happened. This when we get to the worst part of the show. Well, there's so many bad parts in this show. Can't show it, but okay. Charlotte and Harry, they keep showing these raunchy SEX scenes with Charlotte. I'm trying wait till the 15-minute mark. SEX scenes with Charlotte and Harry, and he's tagging her up, and it's old skin and folds everywhere. And I know I'm gonna be old too. I'm gonna be getting it in too. But baby, she's like, I want you to arrive all over here, if you know what I mean. I'm at the 15-minute mark. And let me pause it because I have to talk about this scene. This scene was a hot, ratchet mess. So he stands up and wait, what is I think Beyonce called it watermelon. Anyway, he stands up, he's going in like this. So, and she's sitting here like this, and then he goes to arrive. He arrives, and he's so old that it just said dust. It was dusty, y'all. Nothing came out. Nothing came out, y'all. And Miranda's sitting there and she grabbed the tissue and she was like, "Did you fake an O with me?" And because there was nothing to dab off her chest, right? Read between the lines, people. Read between the lines. And she goes and she decides this is the discussion that they're gonna have at lunch at why he was not able to give her pearl jewelry. There, pearl jewelry. And so we end up here. Baby, I said, we have hit a new low, baby. We have hit a new low. How did I end up here? And they're like, as you can see, everybody's appalled at the conversation. What are they talking about? Like, I don't talk about this type of stuff with my friends at lunch. This is not what we talk about at all. But they're like, go to the doctor, take him to the doctor and find out why he's not able to splash waterfalls on you. And as you can see, I'm devastated, y'all. I'm still traumatized. The scene is still there. Anyways, we're back to Elisa Todd Wexley and her husband talking about their 20th anniversary. It's their 20th anniversary. They're having a 20th anniversary party. She's busy. So she tells Herbert, who seems to be a Wall Street genius, but a complete dullard when it comes to anything else. But she tells him to put out the invites or whatever to the 20th anniversary because she's busy. He said, "I'll take care of it, babe." I would never leave something like that in the hands of my man. Oh my God. Anyways, we got Charlotte and Harry at the doctor trying to figure out why he's dusty. And the doctor, who's eating snacks, you know, when you're hungry, you're not yourself when you're hungry, is eating snacks and talk about this man catching a whatever. And he tells him that his pelvic floor is not good. So Charlotte is going to teach this man how to do Kegels. If you don't know what a Kegel is, hold on, before we, oh my God, because look, I'm making the episode funny. It was terrible, okay? This episode was terrible. She's teaching him how to do Kegels, right? Before we get into this hot mess of a scene. Teach them how to do Kegels. And she's like, you're squeezing your butt cheeks, but you're like, I do 10 Kegels, 3 sets, 3 times a day. And he reaches under her to touch her. He's like, my God, it's like a steel trap. You ain't feel that before? You just feeling that she knew what so she hasn't been putting her full work on you, huh? She been phoning in on poor Harry. But anyways, he's on the ground and she's teaching him how to do the male Kegel, talking about picture it like an elephant. Picture your member as an elephant slurping water from a lake. That's how you trying to slurp your seed. Because apparently when the dust came out, it was because it went, instead of coming out, it went into his bladder. Apparently it's a thing. We learned all about old people smashing. But anyways, that's what happened. I don't know if I can make it through. I'm sorry. I can't. Don't hate me. Oh my God. Why am I here? Okay, let's get through it, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna get through it. Basically, Miranda and Steve finally go to therapy with their son, who's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be 17, 18 years old, but he looks like he's 35 and he could do my taxes. Let me see, I might need a nope, forget it. He looks like he's 35 and he could do my taxes. Hot mess. He goes in there and he's like, they're like, we're gonna talk about his breakup. That's why he said, I don't want to talk about my breakup. I want to talk about your breakup. You guys are terrible parents. You're terrible parents and you're trying to pretend like you don't know. So it and then Miranda's like, and he also drops them that he's not going to go to college. And Miranda says she's in her feelings about it, but she can't say anything because she basically made a deal with Steve that since she's the one who blew up the family, that they could do whatever they want. So they both offer to the therapist tells them, hey, he needs steady life or whatever. So one of y'all basically got to leave, and Miranda offers to leave. And then she probably would be happy to leave to skip off with Che into the sunset. But anyways, Steve said, I'm going to go ahead and get a place by Scout. You know, that's his bar. He owns a bar. And yeah, nobody cares about this. Oh, Lord. Keep it moving. But yeah, he basically went off on them and told them they were horrible parents and that they needed to get it together. And he could tell that they don't like each other. So they just need to go ahead and keep it moving. Been there, done that. Didn't even get a damn t-shirt. But like I said, they sorted it out. Brady don't have to go to school. Y'all, just trifling. And everybody's splitting up. And the freaking therapist is happy that they made some type of breakthrough. And that therapist looks familiar. I wonder if she's from Girls. But yeah, like I said, I can't stand Miranda. Her character is terrible. She's a shell of her former self. I don't care if you get a tattoo called Miranda Hobbs to assert yourself or whatever. She is basically a groupie for Che and has lost her damn mind. Anyways, we have Miranda. Speaking of Miranda and Che, the couple that nobody asked for. What we call them? We call them Che, Miranda, whatever we call them. They go see visit Che in her new place in New York. And they're putting together IKEA furniture. And she is so happy to see Che, y'all. They could barely keep their hands off each other. Che is there with Lyle. If you haven't seen the last episode, Che was married to a man, so named Lyle. And so they're all going to hang out and kick it. This is what we're reduced to for this show. We don't see them ogle each other, be all over each other. And people think people don't like Che because of her being trans, or them being trans. Let me use the right pronouns. No, it's just a terrible character. Anyways, Lyle and Carrie are bonding. Che and Miranda are trying to get it in. Hopefully, I thought she was gonna put that magic finger out. You know, that notorious magic finger. That I said I'm looking for in my life, baby. I need a magic finger in my life. Where's my magic finger? But anyway, Lyle starts telling Carrie the story about how him and Che hooked up, and apparently he cut Che's hair for a comedy show, and then she didn't a comedy special. Then she didn't get it, and they thought it was because of the hair. They sit on the couch breaks, and Che and Miranda act like they concerned. We're gonna come back to them. Now we at LTD's LTD. LTD is that group love ballad. Lord have mercy. Anyways, LTW and Herbert's anniversary party. Some dude who owns an art gallery shows up and remembers Charlotte back in the day. Herbert's evil mom shows up and hates everything, baby. She complains, and then guess who Lisa Todd Wesley father is? The Billy D. Williams, looking beautiful, fine, wonderful. And when he speaks, it's like the earth just anyways, the art gallery dude is bigging up Charlotte. He said he had a 10-year-old. See, y'all old behind men just keep having these babies, knowing y'all not gonna live long enough to take care of them. But I guess you're gonna leave your life insurance behind. Whatever. And then we go to Billy D talking about how proud he is of his daughter and how she has that freaking documentary coming out. And you could tell Billy D's a more artistic dude and doesn't respect Herbert for being all about money. And then freaking Herbert's mom doesn't respect LTW because she feels like she's letting her motherhood go because she's focused on her career. And poor Harry is just suffering through the whole thing. We back to Miranda being goofy. They all talking. And that's when Lyle kind of drops the bomb that him and Che had a girlfriend. So they were poly. After 2 years, he said it was Che's idea. And she always wanted to be explorative. And I can tell this is foreshadowing. Because Che is gonna act up on Miranda, but nobody cares because Miranda deserves to be dogged out, but because of the way she handled all of this. All right, back to the dinner party. They have freaking Lisa, Herbert's mom sitting way at the end. She said, looking like Batman house, like way at the end, the big table. She's far away from everybody. They're like, why are you so far away? Because she said, because this is the only place where AC wasn't blasted on me. But you're wondering why there's no people there? Because Herbert messed up and did not press send on the invite. If I had a dime for every time I forgot to send on something, I would be a very rich woman. So I get it. But to me, if I had, let me pause it here before it goes into this next crazy behind the scene. If I had $1 for every time I forgot to send, I thought I sent an email, I thought I sent a text, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm pressing. But anyways, they had a 4-course meal for 31 people and only 6 people was there. So it was supposed to be comedy relief while they kept trying to serve the food and everything. Let me tell you, as my moniker said, I'm the CPS scholar. I'm also the Haitian mermaid. Those are my brands. But why the hell, if I had a party and it was supposed to be 31 people, 4 course, as a Caribbean woman, all I would have to do, and what I do for a living, which I don't talk about on here, all I would have to do is send a text, hey y'all, I got a bunch of food here I already paid for. Be at this location, turn up. I'm telling you, all of South Florida would be in that thing, eating up that food. There would be nothing left. All I got to do is do a call, but they sat there and suffered. They sat there and suffered. And then I believe on top of that, LTW forgot to order the cake, which causes her mother-in-law once again to jab at her and say that she is not a good mother because she never forgot a cake because she made the cake. Anything to help her husband basically flourish in his career. Listen, I appreciate all the old school people. I have some old school ways myself, but these modern men, as y'all want to call them, want you to be a submissive provider. Yeah, I'm ranting. A submissive provider. But let me tell you something. I'm not paying 50-50 for Jack and then being a mule for anybody. We're going to, like they did, we were going to figure it out, the invites. I would have never let this man do these invites. I know how I am. I know how my significant other was. I would have never let that man do the invites. I'm making sure people show up. And as for a cake, my big butt ain't gonna forget a cake. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out together. Anyways, I had to throw my hair on that. I had to go off on a little rant with that. Like I said, the show was terrible, but I'm basically finding a way to get through and actually providing content to y'all. So I don't know how the hell I'm doing this, but we're gonna work it out. I had a lot to say. Let's start it up again. We back with Che and Miranda, and baby, this is when this gets wild, baby. This is when this get wild. Anyways, they gonna drag this storyline with this man saying that he feels bad because his kid is at that summer camp too. He's 1,000,000 years old, and I forgot what this man's real name is, but I love him on everything he's in. He feels bad because he got a 10-year-old daughter, and she keeps texting him from camp. And Charlotte is giving parenting. Charlotte, of all people, is giving parenting advice. But I was laughing at this man because he was trying to find a proper time to escape from a party that he didn't want to be at. That's introvert life. They had banished Harry down there with the mom to get cussed out too. And Billy D kept doing shots at freaking Herbert, and saying he was basically a money-hungry scumbag. And he stood up and did a toast or whatever and said that he basically toasted to his daughter's documentary. And it was funny because Herbert was like, does he know our anniversary today? Does he know this party is for our anniversary? And Lisa Todd Wesley got up and was like, trying to cover for her husband, because you're supposed to cover for your spouse. You're not supposed to make them look bad in front of everybody. Darius Dalton. So if they show that part, nobody cares. She sat up there and made up a story about Herbert running for comptroller. So I guess that's gonna be their storyline. This shit is terrible. Anyways, we with Carrie at the old people party, and she said, please, Seema says, please don't take any pictures with anybody with a walker. It will kill your brand. As soon as she walk in, there's a person with a walker. They try to take pictures. The writing on this show is terrible. Gloria Steinem, who's like a feminist icon, is there looking a million years old. Enid is there. Carrie's trying to figure out a way to get her to basically brand the books or whatever, and man, basically advertise her book. She's walking around, and who's there? Bitsy Von Mufflin. Remember the one that was married to Bobby Fine? And it was funny because she was talking about how Bobby was the best lover she ever had. And then that's when Carrie figures out that the man who's been sending her the pictures, because they never knew who he was, it was Bitsy who actually hooked her up, telling so I was trying to give you a treat. I was trying to hook you up with the man I've been dealing with, because they call him a tripod, baby. Because he got 3 legs, baby. I said, and Carrie was like, no, thank you. He's too old for me. And she was like, well, he is known, baby. He is known. And then she go talk to Enid. Remember, Enid's been talking to some man's been calling Enid the whole time. Keep that in mind. And Gloria Steinem comes out there, gives her speech about being a very strong, powerful woman. Carrie catches her by herself. And there's an old lady cussing Carrie out the entire time because she keep being in the way even when she's trying to get to the bathroom. But Gloria Steinem says, hey, you're only as old as your mind. Just keep doing you. Her motivational speech. Enid comes along. And Carrie basically Enid is there because Carrie thinks that Enid wants her to write for the magazine. And Enid's like, I don't want you to write. I want your checkbook, baby. Give me the cash. I need $100,000. Well, she's like, I'm not gonna give the $100,000. You won't even do my book or whatever. And your ask Enid. And she was like, well, you got $100,000 when your man passed away. He, remember, death by Peloton. Passed away. AKA, I'm gonna watch him die in the shower. And I'm not gonna help him. Poor Big. But anyways, she was like, you gonna give me that money or whatever? And then Carrie was like, no. And they go to arguing. But the funny part is Bitsy had sent Carrie a D-pic, and baby, that thing was big. Baby, that thing was big. I came and show it. That thing was big. I was like, oh my God. Like I said, we got to this part and it was like, oh my God. When the D-pic flashed across the screen, this how I felt. I'm sorry, don't hate me, Lord, because it was big, floppy, pasty, and it was big, floppy, and pasty, and I was just I was devastated. So let me finish off this episode because we pretty much can't show anything else that happened. It was big, floppy. I know y'all don't want to hear it. Old, white, pasty, whatever. And Enid, well, they took pictures of Enid, Gloria Steinem, and Carrie. And Enid was like, hey, let me check the pictures, which I do too, because I've been played this way where the picture is bad. And she's going through the pictures, and the big floppy donkey D comes across the screen. She's like, how do you know my man? That's my man. I know my man anywhere. Remember, Bitsy Von Muffler had already said that this man was going around dropping D off. So apparently he stopped by Enid's house too. So Carrie was like, no, I don't want that man. He's too old. She's like, what you trying to say? I'm old. And Carrie, to get out of the situation, was like, all right, how much to check you want me to write? Girl, you ain't even trying to negotiate your book. You might have been like, no, nobody wants your dry, wrinkly, Dusty yet formidable. Man, I just want to get the hell out of here. I thought you wanted me to write. And she said, when she said, I don't have no check, Enid said, PayPal works. And she said, and just like that, we became PayPals. The show is terrible. That's how it ended, y'all. That's how it ended. It was terrible. It was horrible. I don't know if I could do this again. Oh my God. When I watched, I said, is this what life has come to? Is this what the TV shows are giving? Let me tell you something. I write, you'll see when it comes out. I write for children and adults. And I'm like, how? I mean, I think there's a writer's strike, but the show was terrible. But yeah, you could tell. Oh my God. It was just so bad. I'm not even going to give it any smarties. 0. It's a big fat 0. Return to sender. Let me calm down, y'all. Y'all, replay gang, let me know what you thought. Please go. If you haven't seen the episode, I hate to give this bull crap. I'm sorry for giving this bull crap any type of play. And I feel real crazy. Watch it, it's only because I have a love for Sex in the City, but they have gutted out every character. I absolutely loved Charlotte. I loved Charlotte. She was me, traditional with a little bit of, in her back. I feel like this. Oh my God. I feel like a clown for watching this. I might not I finish these shows for you guys because I love you guys so much. And if you love me, even if you like me a little bit, hit the like button. Help me on the algorithm. It's free 99 or whatever. Help me out. And I gotta play the dang old thing to remind you guys. People like visuals. People like visuals, baby. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Hey, even when y'all troll me, I had this video and I posted it a short. I usually don't open the comments for shorts, and when I do, they're funny as hell. Somebody came in there and was like, basically with them twists, you look like Lil Durk. Thank you, baby. I hope I look like him at the bank too, bitch. I kind of do. But mind your business. Either way, with that being said, shout out to everybody who leaves comments. If you made it all the way down here, thank you. God bless you. I'm going to say this show was terrible. I got through it. And I'm going to start breaking up with people with post-its. I already got a couple people mad at me. But anyway, I'm a horrible dater, just in real life, just putting that out there. But I can tell you about experiences. Either way, like I always say, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the CPS Scholar is what? Out. I might come back with Ready to Love. Bye, y'all.